Nowadays, the girl group Brown Eyed Girls is a respected veteran in K-pop. Making their debut all the way back in 2006, they gradually became one of the most successful groups in the industry, releasing a bunch of hit songs that we are still listening to this day, and leaving their mark as the ultimate group of grown women in K-pop. But before gaining legendary status, Brown Eyed Girls went through a lot of hardships in their career. When they first came out, the group was very criticized for looking different from most popular idols. The girls didn't fit the beauty ideals that Korean society expects of women. They are known for being very short, didn't have slim bodies, large eyes, or very small features. And some of the members had tan skin, which are things that go completely against the Korean beauty standard. They also came from a small company, so they weren't given the best outfits. A few years ago, member Narsha opened up about how she used to feel jealous of singers from bigger companies because they performed with beautiful clothes. In, narsha, miryo, and Jaya became victims of cyberbullying for their looks. They were often called ugly and told to go get plastic surgery, which of course affected their self-esteem. Some fans believe that the hate they received affected them in the long term, especially Miryo, who fans noticed had a habit of repeatedly looking at herself in the mirror, even when they were already a senior group. But not only that. According to the public and Miryo herself, she's the one who changed the most. She discussed the topic on the show Taxi, in which she revealed that her group almost went through plastic surgery before debuting. She also talked about how brown-eyed girls were seen as mysterious singers at first, which is a title given to singers who are considered talented, but not good-looking, and remembered one episode that made her feel happy and sad at the same time. When the teaser images for their 5th album came out, people did not recognize her and thought she had left the group. Even news articles published that Brown Eyed Girls had gained a new member. When Narsha appeared on an episode of Radio Star in 2012, she mentioned Miryo and said that her member was probably very conscious about her looks and felt a desire to become more beautiful. One of the MCs told her that he saw them before debut and thought they didn't look very noteworthy. He continued, "I thought that maybe their debut could possibly be delayed." Other MCs shared on that same broadcast, "The brown-eyed girls wasn't so attractive at the time of their debut. I didn't think they would last very long." The members used to get hurt because of their appearance, and as a result, they started to pay more attention to the way they look. Their agency asked them to get plastic surgery, and over time, they began to change their appearance more and more. In their minds, this would make them more likable, but that wasn't exactly what happened. When they started making public appearances after surgery, the criticism continued. But now the problem was that they had actually undergone plastic surgery. Netizens began calling the group plastic surgery monsters and created rumors that they had completely changed their faces. It was never a secret that the members had procedures done, even though most idols who do the same are not allowed to admit it, or sometimes just not comfortable sharing their personal stuff. Members of Brown Eyed Girls had no issue talking about it. 15 years ago, the group's lead vocalist was already talking about the controversy that surrounded their career ever since day one. She shared on national television, "We debuted as mysterious singers. It's not because of looks which were ugly to the point that we dare not show it to people, but because after debuting, the members went for cosmetic surgery. We had to take an injection at the corner of the eye once a month. With this, we changed our appearance." She expressed that the changes did help the group. Little by little, we were invited to more programs. Fans also started to pay attention to us. On other interview, she said that she became much prettier and happier after plastic surgery, and that in her opinion, there was nothing wrong with it. The honesty of the members didn't help much. Brown-eyed girls continued to be targets of massive hate for supposedly going under the knife constantly. In 2012, however, the group had enough of all the talking and decided to take control of their own narrative. They were invited as guests on the show SNL Korea. There, Narsha, Miryo, and Jaya performed a parody of Lady Gaga's Poker Face, which they named Plastic Face, addressing all the rumors. The parody was recorded in a clinic, as In was absent from the recording. They had a comedian play her in her signature abracadabra look. The parody starts off with a man scolding a member, saying he only likes girls who are natural. The members sing lyrics that carry just the right amount of sarcasm and reality. They expose the hypocrisy of society around the topic, which criticizes people who get work done, especially women, even though it is a very common practice, to the point that they can't even tell who has had it. As the girls sing, all your favorite celebrities have done it. And you think your girlfriend didn't do any plastic surgery, huh? The chest that you freaked about was made from water droplet silicone. The girls were not shy to use words that you would never see idols using. In fact, They cursed throughout the whole song and even gave the middle finger to the camera.
아무리 이뻐도 성형하면 싫어 웃겨 니들 사실 알아보지도 못해 니들이 좋아하는 얘네도 다 한 거야 같은 것들이 항상 성괴라고 욕해 여친은 성형 안 했을 것 같지 했어도 눈코 정도 했을 것 같지
Narsha took advantage of the opportunity and confirmed all the rumors about her procedures, singing, "Eyes were done, nose was done, jaw was done. You were right. Did injections. Yeah, I've done all of that." Miryo wrote a rap verse for the parody that, not ironically, sounds really good, as expected from her. She made the audience scream by being in charge of the killing part of the song. The parody ends with a message about confidence and criticism towards how much people value something so simple as physical appearance. Let me see the attractiveness beneath your face. You're so fucking attractive. Brown-eyed girls explicitly confronted society through this parody. So of course, not everyone received it so well. There were people who didn't understand the intention behind it and made some valid criticism, thinking that the group was inducing people to do plastic surgery. But of course, that was not what they were trying to do. The girls stood up for themselves in an industry where idols are expected to apologize for things like dating. They showed that they were no industry puppets and had nothing to hide, which looking back now, considering the current state of K-pop, is insane to even think about. K-pop will probably never have such irreverent idols again, which is kinda sad. But whenever we see people stressing over the faces of others they don't even know, we can always look back at Plastic Face and admire the bravery of brown-eyed girls.